there. Post here. And there. Oh, correct. I don't actually have a bag of clay inside. Yeah. We've already got people clicking like. What I will do is transition over to this and keep your eye on the screen. I'll be right back with the clay. Shoes. John Flynn joined. Sarah Simmons joined. Sue Audley Hughes joined. Vicki Keel joined. Good morning, everybody. She'll be right back. She forgot to bring clay in this morning. So, a surgeon joined. Good morning, everybody. Michael Kramer. Going to be doing the stoneware pieces today. So, it'll be a moment while she brings the clay in. Someone forgot to bring some in before we started. She will be here any second now. Morning. And if anybody wants to see me throw any particular shape, just let me know. And could do that on the stream this morning. Lots of morning, afternoon. Yeah, I suppose it is afternoon there. AM sugs and gusty Yorkshire with gale force winds and cold temperatures. Lovely to be able to watch you play. Oh, thank you. Well, yeah, gusty, cold winds. We have nice, sunny weather this morning. It does mean that the clay's not going to be as cold as it could be. Which is probably a good thing since it hadn't been brought in. Sigh. See, the clay is stored outside. So in the winter, it gets really cold. Throwing a frozen clay is no fun. Okay. And the to-do list is here. Oh, right. Attic McDonald joined. Good morning. Hello. Okay. So, do you want to do that butter dome? Sure. What other pieces do we have? We have to make a butter dome, 2 chutney pots, an urn, a couple more of the Italian-shaped bowls and plates, an 11-inch plate. The chutney bowls were higher priority, as I recall. Okay, so she wants those for culinary symposium. She's April? Yes. And the other one is of lower importance. Okay, so I remember that with her talking to my alumni. Well, some people do. Yes, she does. I think that probably the 20-ish ounces. You're gonna be there. I'll go get the piece that she wanted it to mimic in size. Okay. On the wheel next. Yeah, the wheel doesn't really spin if you don't get on. Yes. Anna John says, "Hi there, stranger." Hello. Hello. So she wants them to be about this size. Yeah. So put that there. And I think I might actually lower those blinds some. Yeah, it's morning. It's in your eyes instead of mine. All of that, and we raised the blinds up the other day. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah. Just have to move that. Perry, Stina Clark, Michael Kerfus, and Robert Tower, and Bethel. Hey, no, everybody.
So it's about the what, 8 to 10 ounce volume.
Yeah.
And then it'll need that little domed lid, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, and I'll have a little slot for a spoon.
No, Sally Dog syndrome. No. The moment what she's doing is making chutney pots, which are inspired by this one. It won't have a handle, but it's that kind of size and shape. Different decoration.
Kind of the shape of a sugar bowl.
Yeah, very much sugar bowl shape because it's going to have
sugar bowl or honey pot. Or...
So about 10 ounces for the lid.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it's just going to be, it's just dome bowl lids.
There we go. I can see the profile.
Something. Rope. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a clean bat over here so the desk stays clean. So I set this here. Oh, you need the calipers.
I need the calipers.
Oh,
which are right here.
We're with it this morning.
Maybe I should make the opening a little smaller.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like this. That's the advantage of doing it on bats. I can put it back on the wheel and change the shape off if I want to. Put them on.
There's times where it's even been the next day when you've adjusted the shape on something. If it's still the right consistency.
That's the great pieces for you, though.
Yeah. And we need 2 of these chutney pots.
2. Yes.
But that is the right size of clay, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you used your calipers yet? There we go.
There we go.
So
that's how big I need to make the
inside.
Now that's the outside. This
well,
is
you
the
want
inside.
This is going to be fitting over the top.
Oh, this is an outside one?
This is an outside lid, so you got the right dimension.
So, yeah. There.
I will even get out the appropriate order form. Make sure.
Yeah.
When we have the fitted, the very fitted pieces.
Brian's, Dodson. Good morning, everybody. Chutney pots. Now I'm doing the lid. Okay.
So, is that the diagram of the lid?
Yeah. Yeah, that's better dome. That would be.
That'd be a lid.
It's a different kind of lid entirely, Sarah.
Yeah. Oh, you see, I wasn't there for the entirety of that discussion.
It's all in your writing.
That drawing's not. I got it started, and then you had more discussion with her while I went and dealt with somebody else.
Let's do.
Had Chris Gulliver, Kelly Frazier, and Mary Dickhead syndrome. I know.
So I do want the inside measurements.
Yeah.
There we go. See? Poof. A
Different
sort
sort of
inside
lid.
out. Because this end measures the inside, and that end is for measuring outsides.
So now she wants to make sure that the base of that will fit inside the top of the first piece there. Yes, and the one with the accent marks over the letters. Held here. My apologies if I have mangled the name.
Yeah.
It's got that AE squished together thing going on.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure has a technical term for the letter.
Yeah, Michelle and Otterbeck. Let me guess what you're related to. But the last name, Otterbeck.
Too big around still.
A little too much clay.
So
okay.
Maybe more like 8 ounces would have been better.
Yeah, I was wondering if that might be the case.
But it's always trying to figure out the right amount of clay for a lid.
It always takes less clay than you think.
That it does. I had Kelly Richard. Getting the lid thrown for a chutney pot. Similar to, say, sugar bowl.
Yep, that should work. And that'll just sit right down inside.
And that'll actually be, that'll be a good size just to lift off.
Yeah.
Rather than having a separate handle. So, it's the 2 parts of that. Boop. Lid.
And
those
we need to make another one of those.
Yep. She wants poop.
Hello, Donovan.
Oh, right. Now I need a second piece. It's roughly 20 ounces. That one's 23. That might be a bit much.
Yeah.
Now it's 20. I'm going to work on getting his 8-ounce piece for the lid.
Yes.
The smaller the quantity of clay, the more pressing individual ounces make the half ounces. At the time we made 120 8-ounce cups.
Yeah, 8 the pieces of clay.
Yeah, the pieces of clay were 8 ounces.
And they were just
Randall salad. Oh no. There we go. So there's the clay for the lid. Mind you, if you were to do that order now, I might be measuring you off on 7.
Who knows?
Well, I've had to start measuring your pieces for the minis smaller. Okay. Rose bushes blooming. You're right.
You know,
It's an interesting time of year for that rose bush to be blooming.
Yep.
And I suppose it's also something considering that cluster of flowers.
It's about 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah, it's about 10 feet off the ground because it's about 4 or 5 feet up above the level of the deck, and the deck is about 5 feet up. So yeah,
About 4 feet.
About 4 feet. So it's like 8-9 feet up off the ground. That cluster of roses.
Yeah, good figure. Well, it's the end of January.
Yeah, and we've had just odd consistency to the temperature.
I think this is too much clay.
Okay, then it can be a different sort of cup. And I will cut you off a piece that's more like 18.
Yeah. This
It's not going to be that sort of cup. Looks like it's going to be an S side. Yeah. There's a piece that's like 17 and a half or 18 ounces. And then you get the piece that doesn't want to do what you want it to do, and it'll become something else.
Yes.
Lonnie Johnson syndrome.
Hello.
Looks like the new settings are much smoother.
Yeah, hopefully we won't have that horrible lag.
Yeah, last stream we had the final stats when IT brought up the file log. It's like 55% dropped frames. It's like, ugh! How do we fix that? So we played around with the settings.
Oh, you played around with the settings?
No, it was team effort. Because there were some settings like, I don't know about touching that one. I'm like, it said in the suggestions that that's something you could do. So yeah, he changed one setting, I changed one setting. And so far, we seem to have a lot less in the way of latency, which is great.
There we go.
Yeah, this side. Eat those two. Goes on the no-handle shelf.
Rachel just joined. Good morning, Rachel. Now,
Snitch a towel.
I don't know. I'm not sure if there's some air mid.
Yeah, well, we did kind of wash the clay towels recently. And we have... Oh, is it Rachel? It's Raphael.
Raphael. Sorry.
Distance.
Yeah, I'm kind of across the room.
Yeah, and that monitor doesn't have the best resolution.
Neither do my eyes. That's beside the point.
Yes. She actually has really not great vision.
I need to get new glasses this year.
Well, there's that cool, eye testing thing.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. You're supposed to get here in March. Because, yeah, you have the issues where current air conditions affect how your prescription is read by a doctor.
Yeah.
So you can't go when you have hay fever. You can't go when it's smoky out.
Which was most of
last year. We have Trouble Toast join. Hello. Let's see. Cross that one off the list. Do you want to continue in the theme of lidded vessels and do that urn next?
I suppose we could do the urn next.
Okay, in which case I will go and bring up the source material for that.
One measuring the inside.
Yeah, because it's going to take you a moment to get the lid. Oh, that one's a really nice shape.
Okay. I need the lid to go with that. Yeah. Gooey ends. It said stick music. Great, thank you.
Yeah. Oh yes, it seems to be running much smoother.
Yeah.
I was able to bring up a file off of the folder on the external, move it over, and we didn't drop any frames or end up with significant lag. Cool. Yeah. Mara Lawrence joined. No. You want me to leave that one there until you get the lid finished?
Yeah.
And the vessel up on the screen now will be the next one we're throwing.
Second. The lid to go with the second chutney pot.
also get that one up. Because we have Lee Kessler joint. No. You were just going to get paint.
No. A little bit smaller. Well, now it's too tall.
Okay. That is changeable.
Especially when I make it go back out.
Yeah. That might be
First it's too big, then it's too small.
Yeah. Matthew Burton joint. No. Actually, I brought up 2 images of the next one so you could actually see the top of the vessel because the other one had the lid on, and I'm like, occurs to me that that's actually hiding some important details.
Come on, back on there. Need to be that.
And once you reduce the height, then you have to reduce the lip of that thing. Still good size round. Stab. Very slowly.
Slice.
Slice.
Stab. No violence. Round it off.
Get the little ribbon off the edge.
And voila.
There we go.
So we'll stop her.
Just the lid for that one. Let's go like that. Boop.
We purred around the world. That was a cartoon.
Yeah. Go. So for that one, I think the base was what, 30-ish?
Because it stood about this way.
Yeah.
We'll make him second one. For the same person, another one of her kitties died.
Yeah. Making pet urns. It's not big enough yet. Now it's too big. Next.
There's something I was forgetting to do.
There we go. 31 ounces.
Write that down as a note. So
Okay. There we go. No trick. And on this one, I will put a check mark next to the chutney pot because she's got multiple parts in the sorter.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah, so this one is based off of the Italian Albarello-shaped medicine jar. Yeah, Guy and David Rath joined.
Good morning. Making a kitty urn.
It's because the example on the screen there is one that we've done in the past, and that's portraiture of the recipient cat.
Both those cats died of
Kidney failure. It's one of the major things that older cats pass away of.
Yeah.
Those cats are very well cared for.
Yes. Get pretty rough.
I suppose it was a couple of years ago that we did that one because I was looking at it going, that was still with the gray background.
Oh, yeah.
We changed the background color, the background cloth, a few years ago. Yeah, about 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
We changed from that gray color that's in this one to one that is dull green because we had comments with some of the Black Viking pieces that people wanted to see a color photo. And
But
it was color.
Yeah. It was a black cup on a
It was
gray
a black
background.
cup on a gray background, and people thought it was a black and white photograph. Yeah, they're good to enjoy. Hello. Most of the base cylinder shape down there.
Yeah. Because you have to get that everything's based off the cylinder, especially something like that.
Yeah, it's some modified cylinder. It's got the undercut for the foot. The it's colored in the top, and then you just have the concave sides. The concave silhouettes to the sides. You don't have a cylinder with concave sides.
That's not. Oh.
It's a smooshed can, is what that is at that point.
Yeah, coloring in the neck.
And as usual, you can see how the coloring in shows off any unevenness.
Oh,
which
you're
gets
right. Squeezing it in, the excess material has to go somewhere.
Yeah, and
99 times out of 100, it'll all go up into one spot. All you do is you trim it off.
Yeah. Christian Garjoy. No.
Oof.
I remember when we made the first one and we were trying to figure out the right size. Having to... There's calculators online for weight to mass of ashes conversion. Pounds of cremated being to ounce, volumetric ounces of ash. It's just the research we have to do sometimes.
It's kind of, yeah. But it's good that there's those kind of calculations.
Oh yeah, because otherwise, how would we know? That's not information that I'd want to have to know for my line of, just daily knowledge.
Well, we do need it for our line of work.
I know, but I mean, it's to learn firsthand.
Yeah.
I'd hate to have to do that empirically, take X pound, say, roast and cremate it to figure it out. I mean, just, And you don't want the 8 or the 10 for the lid on this one?
Probably 10.
Yeah.
Because actually it does.
It's got the bowl style lid.
Yeah, because it goes on the outside. Then you use wax to seal it shut.
Go.
The things you learn.
Yeah. Go. 10 ounces clay.
We made a number of
urns. Because this is like the painted portrait version. A lot of the other pet urns we've done have actually been sculptural. They've been more of the canopic jar style.
There we go.
Yeah. Pretty darn close.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's what I was thinking.
I know you're actually utilizing the screen over there to give you a secondary view of the shape that you're throwing.
I don't have to look at what I'm doing.
No.
This one doesn't have as much of a concave to it, though.
Yeah.
I could probably give it a little more concaveness.
A little more shape?
Yes.
Oh, keep blinding myself with the flash off the web. Oh, bat there.
Yeah. Well, this window does face south.
Yes, it does. Oh, your bucket's starting to look not terribly full. I'm going to unamuse the cats and actually use this jug of water for what it's meant for.
Other than in that section.
It's not just a cat water dish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more the right curvature. Yeah.
There we go.
That's better. So I will now put this here. So you can, for one thing, so you can get at it with the calipers. Get my face out of the glare zone. My towel gun.
Now we're gonna measure. Just it.
Cool.
You know.
And clay all over is one reason why we go through more quote-unquote work clothes than we do.
Black. Black doesn't show stains.
Black will not get stained by various colors of clay. Luckily, underglaze doesn't. Glazes and underglazes really don't stain much.
No.
In part because we don't use a lot of red iron glazes.
We use ones that are more stable.
Yeah.
Oh, so we have another person to join.
We have Patty Jo Column join. Hello. And here's that second view. Probably shows off the lid shape a little bit better for you. Have to get out the Giffen grip to finish that one.
Yeah. Not big enough yet. Didn't think so.
Good shape, just not wide enough. Yes, and the little motto that goes around the lid, it translates to "all is mine," which is a very cat thing.
Cat one. Except for that thing over there.
I look, all this is mine, except for that. Don't want that. So the difference between how our cats treat different visitors when they come by is you I like, come pet me. Other ones like, no, you should leave. I do not approve.
Yeah.
Which is something when the cat has quite as much vocabulary as Honora does.
She's great.
I know.
At people?
Yeah, when her response to somebody coming in is, whoa, whoa, it's like, kitty, calm down.
Okay, next.
Right. So we got urn thrones, so we need about 4 more of the Italian bowls. So more of that open curvature shape.
With the broad bits there.
Yeah. More as a lipped bowl.
Yeah, more of a solid bowl shape.
Nobody wants the really extreme shape this time. It's just the softer version. Okay, so those ones, as I recall, are more the 25-ish ounces. Yeah, because I remember that they take a little bit more clay.
Yeah, because you have all the clay that goes
out. Okay, so that's 25. See if that's the right size for today.
See what the clay says today. Is that it?
Yeah. And if that works, I'll cut you off another 3-4 pieces that size.
Part of it has to do is if clay.
How friendly the clay is being.
The moisture level.
Catherine Kelly doing. Hello.
Hello. How everybody doing this morning?
Today's Sunday, right?
Yes. It's
Yeah.
Sunday. Like it matters to us. It means we don't get mail today.
True. We don't have to go out and check the mailbox. Well, when we aren't doing any traveling, days of the week tend to get away from us. And we've got to look at the various clocks and computers.
Clocks have the day of the week on.
Clocks have day of the week.
The day.
Yeah. The clock that sits across from the couch has the day of the week, the date, as well as the time. Temperature and humidity, which is a big deal in a house with lots of pottery. Because
you want things to be able to dry.
Deborah Hershey, Elton John. No. Yeah, and not dry too fast. Gotta keep
Things that
that.
dry too fast crack.
Yeah. It's
Don't
not
want
happy.
Come on.
Oh, hydrating your sponge.
Yeah.
That's the wrong color.
Okay. Maybe this one will be more friendly. Well, it's not as good as in the dark clay.
Yeah.
Some clays could have goop up the sponge more than others.
And the black clay doesn't slake fast either.
No, it doesn't.
So it's
okay, fine. I'll get wet.
No
big deal.
Takes a lot of effort to rehydrate the black clay, as compared to our Grecian red, which, you want me to be moister? Sure. Add a few drops of water and wait 5 minutes. Okay, so I will. Looks like it's a good amount of clay.
I'll do the undercut on the bottom.
Yep. And I'll get you off several more pieces that size. That is not that size. That is still not that size.
Stop.
No. Bang. About now. About now. There we go. Move the caliper so I have a place to put the clay lumps.
Yeah. Let me put calipers back over there. It's a very exacting spot there. It's
There.
there.
Actually, it didn't go clatter. It didn't go splat. Other tools. Some of the other tools, they go splat.
Sponges go splat.
That
Towels
they
go
do.
splat.
Yeah. Sometimes your ribs go splat. Your pottery ribs, not your ribs.
That would be horrible.
Ribs go splat.
Remember, it's a bowl, not a cup. You distracted me. I almost made a
I'm
cup.
sorry.
If the hands don't get input from the brain, they make a cup.
A big little mug-shaped cup at that. Default shape number 1. And we need 4. I'm going to cut you off a total of 5 pieces.
Alright, where'd the sponge go? It's right there.
I hid it behind a block of clay.
It's being mean to me.
And notification blocking part of my thing. There we go. And Danielle Norris doing. No.
doing some return-ship bowls currently.
Are you going to be wanting to do more than 25 pounds again today?
I don't know. Maybe.
I did bring in 2 bags.
I noticed.
In other words, a full box of clay or 50 pounds. Go. We'll take this bowl away. Nope. Later today, it'll be checking on things in the drying room, aka laundry room, to see whether or not things are dry enough to get into the kiln. Hopefully, there'll be enough dry today to get the kiln going.
Oh, I hope so.
Because it's like, come on, things dry. Not too fast, you craft, but not so incredibly slow.
Like they have been doing, because it's January.
Winter.
I'm sure that sounds really wonderful.
It's a thing. There we go. Bowl 2.
Number 3.
Oh, I suppose the number of things you throw today may be limited, not so much by how much you have stamina to throw, but how much shelf space we have.
We're running out of space.
We still have a whole shelf to go as of yet. No join this join. No. We'll get 2 more pieces on that shelf. But the next shape on the list is plates, which is going to take up more shelf space. Or actually, there's some more bowl shapes if I just skip down the list. There are different bowl shapes, which I'm not going to describe right now so I don't affect what you're throwing. So how's the temperature of this batch of clay since I neglected to bring it in?
It's cold, but it's not freezing.
That's good. Well, has it been particularly cold the last couple of days?
Yeah, I know, which is nice.
It kind of gets splashed by the puddles of water trapped in the box, which was not incredibly fun, but again, glad it wasn't that cold outside.
Better water than ice.
Very true.
You don't get as many complaints.
Yeah. There's been times where
Throwing with frozen clay is not fun, by the way.
No, much complaining. I mean, rightly so, but much complaining. And that generally involves not using room temperature water. Not fun. But she'll actually do a kettle full of hot water to pour into her throwing bucket.
You don't want air bubbles because air expands.
Air bubbles go boom. Boom.
And the clay does not expand. So you get booms. Booms in the kiln are not a good thing.
No. I really don't like having to fish shards out of the bottom of the kiln. It's not fun.
Go.
3.
Both be complete.
Loud. There's some times where it just slaps it with a great deal more volume than others.
It has to do with the surface.
The shape of the surface area.
Yeah.
Rounded pieces don't make this loud bang.
Yeah.
James Morad. Hello.
Making Italian shaped bowls right now.
If there's something people like to see me throw,
There's a good chance that it's on the list to do.
Just ask. I'm do now. Also, get me away from doing 50 million bowls.
Are you starting to get bored of bowls?
They can be boring, yeah. But only when you're doing
Cereal ones.
cereal bowls. But,
Throwing bowls serially.
Don't throw bowls of cereal, no.
It'd be messy. Okay. Because so after you finish the last one of these, we have 2 normal bowls, and then 2 that are more the 7-inch wide, like 1.5 deep, more of the small pie plate shaped bowls.
Okay.
Which probably be similar in size to the pieces of clay that we have for these.
Yeah.
So
it's just a little bit.
More clay. So yeah, it's like another 4 pieces for bowls. Ooh, that one's nice. Yep. Next bowl.
Yep. It's a bully bowl.
It's a bully bowl.
Actually, an Italian bowl. Bully bowls are next. A bullshit bowl.
Do you want to do the bullshit bowl or the small pie plate shape?
I could just do the bullshit bowl.
Okay. So I need 2 bullshit bowls, which are more the 18-ish ounces. Seventeen's close enough. That one's too big. There we go. Three. Second piece of 23. Go. Oh, that one's got even a nice exterior shape already. Right? Richness. There we go. Ooh.
No.
Nope. Still goopy down there?
Yeah. Just one spot that was kind of.
Also looks like that bat might be not long for the world.
Yeah.
The masonite bats, once the pieces have dried enough that you just flex the bat and it causes the piece to pop off. But as a result, you also end up with cracks in the bat eventually. Which I do believe that this one, yeah. It's that line right there in the bat. Kill. So 2 regular bullshit bolts. There's a few pieces of hair down the side of my neck. It's grabbing a hold of my necklace. It's driving me buggy. There we go. And these 2 should take me almost no time at all.
The difference between bullshit bowl and the Italian bowls, these ones don't have.
They don't have that extended lip to them.
Yeah.
In overall volume, they're probably pretty similar.
But they're not as elegant.
They don't have the elegant shape.
And they also don't take as much clay.
Don't take as much clay. In terms of, it depends on whether you're going for flashy or ease of use and storage. Nope, not quite done.
What?
Now you're done. Boom, done.
Cool.
I think that took you maybe a minute and a half. Next bullshit bowl. Occurred to me that what I can do is I can look at the time counter on the screen and see how long it actually takes you to throw the bowl. Looks like a little message sound effect. We'll check on you later. We have advanced spoons enjoy.
Oh.
Throwing some bullshit bowls.
Bullshit bowl.
That's the second to the bullshit bowl. Now for more of the bowl plate hybrid, about 7 inches.
Soggy towel.
Cross off the bullshit bowls. High speed while you're doing the centering.
Make this slightly lower
Pancake.
pancake than for the other ones.
And that shape doesn't take you any different in terms of time of the bullshit bowls. We have commit the join. You know.
The last of her pieces goes into the next glaze fire.
Things would just finish drying. Just come on, just dry so we can get the kiln going without risking anything going boom. Because in addition to the air bubbles going, causing boom, if the piece isn't dry all the way, the steam that builds up in the piece expands faster than the clay can.
And it goes boom.
Yeah, 7 inches, you say.
Yes.
where's my ruler? There it is. It's your basic clay color. And this is a shrink rule.
Shrink rulers. This one here has, was it 4 different scales on it?
It has 6, 10, 12, and 14.
It has different clays, shrink at different rates. So she's measuring it to make sure that it'll still be 7 inches.
But some gets clay all over it, and I can't see the measurements.
I wonder how that happens. Mind you,
imagine.
the markings on that must be pretty darn durable.
I do.
Because, I mean, the constant abrasion.
Yeah.
Almost 7?
Almost. I can make it just a little bit deeper.
There we go. And that's a nice graceful shape now, too. No, Michael Aaron Rogers doing it. Hello. Yep. Broad bowl thing.
Broad bowl thing, yeah.
The
Little
second,
bowl.
Yep.
A tall second plate. So good.
And the second one can be slightly smaller around if it so wishes. Only one of them is spec'd at 7 inches. The other one was the other one's this broad bowl 7 inches. So it's like, yeah, it's another one of those bowl plate things. Well, lots of internal decoration space. Yeah. Oh. Or it says hi.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm gonna have to pick another shape after this. That bowl plate thing done. That bowl plate thing underway.
Of course. What shape would people out there like to see?
Well, you do have a 2-piece goblet.
A 2-piece goblet. I suppose we can do that.
And I can bring up the image for that. Close the image that currently got open. We've long since finished that piece. And we'll open the correct viewers so it'll actually come up over here. There we go. And we get people who send us images of shape examples they want mimicked.
Yes. I know which one it is. What you're talking about.
It's the goblet for tea.
Yes.
Tea's goblet.
See, comes up with interesting projects.
My guess is for the cup is that the cup on that probably holds the 12-ish ounces.
Probably, yeah.
The overall vessels can be fairly sizable.
Yeah.
So probably cut you off 18-ish ounces for that.
Probably about 20.
The 18 to 20. Okay.
There's a low bowl thing.
I'll get you the next piece cut off, and then I'll put that up on the shelf.
Back is stiff. It doesn't want to
Oh.
bend today. Bending this by twisting, no, not so much.
Well, maybe you should just stop. Okay, how's
Yeah.
19?
Sounds good.
You can stop
It's
at the end of
fine.
this bag.
It's just that
It's the twisty.
it's the twisty.
Next piece packed into
The
the
grail.
Yes,
kind
it's
of,
very
huh?
much a grail shape. We had Joan Sargent. You know. It'll probably be about 15 ounces for the stem.
Maybe 12.
Maybe 12. The stems, like the lids, are deceptively small amounts of clay.
Yeah.
that's too much ground. Yep, there's 12 now. Yeah. Jim Digger Jenkins doing. No. Moment we're going to be doing a replication of the shape that we currently have up on the screen.
A little too big around. You. Not out.
Matt Pittman joined. Hello. Making a 2-part goblet, which is really similar in construction to Greek kylix.
Yeah, funny that.
Yeah, because kylix were also vessels for wine. They had a stem and a flared top part. Mind you, kylix were very flared.
They were low.
They were
Low and wide.
low, wide shape. Had people compare them to being cake stand looking things because they tend to be quite broad. Some of them were deeper. Well, it's a shape that was utilized over a couple hundred years. Naturally, there's variation in the form. Not to mention the area at which there was, the areas in which it was made, because there's the Mycenaean as well as the Greek. And this one will have artwork that's inspired by a stained glass window on it, correct?
Yes.
Which that should fit on that sort of form quite nicely.
Also helps if I don't hit it with my finger.
True. Undercut time. In addition to refining the bottom edge of the shape, it also means it'll come off the bat easier later.
Let's see what that is.
Other than making me jump.
Yeah.
Okay, it's response from the person who is interested in platter. But it looks like it's not now, but in a bit.
Okay.
Respond to it more depth when
Just want to make sure it wasn't anything
time sensitive. Okay, and I will put this one aside here so you can see it while you're throwing the foot. Which you can still see the shape of under the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the hand also gives you some sense of scale.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 12 ounces. Do you want more?
Yeah, I'm looking at the cup.
It had originally been 15.
And then it's, that's usually too much. I'm looking at the cup going, no.
This one also looks like it has a bit of a flare to the shape up at the top.
Yeah, it's an attachment point.
Yeah. Oh, we got a heart going across the screen. Because you throw these in the same way that you do the kylix stems, yes?
Yeah.
You're going to use a tool or your finger to make the hole in the middle.
First, I gotta get the shape now. Yeah.
Ran out of finger length.
Yeah, I have short thumbs. Look up.
Do you need a different shape tool?
Sometimes that point on the end would be good.
Would the handle of this work?
Yeah, because I'm not worried about skewering my hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got all the way down to the back?
Yes.
There we go. Put that tool back away now.
Because you don't want the handle to be solid, because then it could like blow up.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of
Blow up the
mass.
stand.
Such a different sort of shape to be throwing.
Yeah. There we go. And
I'll take these two pieces, put it here.
okay.
Right. So I'm gonna close that reference and mark it off on the list. It's been marked off. So have plates, the lid for that pre-existing bottle, if you want to attempt that today, and solo cups.
I could do some solo cups.
Okay, I will bring that reference up. So that
Silly.
yes, oops, my folder is still up. Yay!
Medieval solo cups.
Yes. Pull those off the desktop. So now we'll grab this one, and if I can find the second one on here someplace. It's not that one. Meh. Can't find it right now. Oh, there it is. As I give up. Then I turn it up. Open with. Because, yes, we have that. See if I go with this. Because they look.
That's a. Yeah,
and
there you go.
That is what people are wanting
That's
us to
what-
replicate.
That's what we're making.
Yep.
Well, the
Yeah,
other
that
one is nicer looking though.
Okay, I will bring.
Because that's just, yeah, just zoom in there.
In all its pixelated glory.
Yes,
As I recall, those ones we cut at 26
I think so.
because they were to be roughly the 16-ounce mark.
Yeah.
Ooh. And we are almost at the end of the bag.
There we go.
That is exactly 26. Yay! And this next piece. Okay, the next piece is just going to be 29 ounces
It's okay.
because I'm not going to cut off a 3-ounce piece. That's not enough to make pretty much anything.
Oh, this thick.
Yes. Oh, rolling over my. I'm getting the best cotton wheels in there. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
There we go.
Putting your best side forward there.
Nah. Yes, so now it's the refined beaker.
Yes.
And it's particularly the largest one in the depiction there that is almost spot on aspect ratio.
I know, which is funny.
Now, Brendan Lewis joined. Oh, no. Yes, now we're making a couple more of the medieval solo cups. We're doing the refined two-part goblet.
There we go.
Nope. One. And then the next one will be the last piece of clay for the day. Which is probably not a bad thing because we are almost out of space.
Yep.
There'd be space for maybe 2 more pieces after that one if I pushed it.
Yeah.
So that'll make it a really good place to stop. As at the moment, the third shelf up there, which normally has more space for drying things on in terms of freshly thrown objects, currently has 4 skiffos and 6 Rhytons drying up there. Oh, they're already passing out a dark card stage. The skiffos. The Rhytons are just solidly in the dark card stage.
Yeah. Well, they have a little bit more mass for their size. We just got them all finished yesterday.
They went really efficiently for the for a change, though.
Yeah.
When it comes to dry clay moistness, you have slip, which is gushy clay. You have slip is what's in the bucket. And we have the workable clay consistency, like what she's throwing with. And then you have what's known as leather hard, which is no longer terribly pliable, but you can still shape it.
You can still carve it.
You can still carve it.
Not so much shape, because it's firm.
It's firm. And then after that you have what's known as either chocolate hard or dark hard.
Well, it's gone darker than it was.
It'll actually go, it gets to a stage where the color darkens briefly before then it lightens up into dry. Is what you want when it comes to throwing is generally referred not for throwing but for firing is what's known as bone dry. You don't want it to have any moisture at all. Oh, that one came out nice. Maybe the 28-29 is the better amount of clay for those.
Maybe. This might be more for 20 ounce.
Yeah. So tight. Stupid little ribbon of clay. Whoop. And rounded the edge.
Yes.
Because sharp edges where your mouth touches is not fun.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable. It's unfinished.
There we
There
go.
we go. And that will be the last piece for today.
Yes.
Beauty. So, thank you for to those of you who were watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Find the right thing.